Ugh. Hi, I'm Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports. I'm joined by Alex Weiner, D-backs reporter from... Alex, I pride myself on being someone as a media member, whatever you want to call it, to not necessarily be impartial but remove emotion on nights like this. I was able to do it certainly during the whole Suns run, and have been doing it ever since I've covered the Suns as someone who had an emotional attachment to the Suns growing up, but couldn't do it tonight. This was horrible. It was extremely painful the way that this team lost, and to do it on November 1st after what happened on November 1st 22 years ago, that's all I can give you. Why don't you explain to the people why this was so painful for someone like me?
Because they really dominated the first 6 innings of this baseball game. I mean, they got guys on pretty much every inning except for one against Nathan Eovaldi, and they got guys in scoring position in every inning except for one against Nathan Eovaldi, and just couldn't quite scratch anybody across. In the first inning, Corbin Carroll's on third base with one out and doesn't score. Third inning, Gabriel Moreno bunts a couple of runners over. He said he did that on his own. That was his decision to do that. They have runners on second and third with one out, and they don't score. And then bases loaded later, and they don't score. So it just over and over again, they had these opportunities to break this game open. While on the other side, Zach Gallen was giving it everything. We talked about it pregame, what version of Zach Gallen we were going to get. We got his best tonight. He was spectacular. He had a perfect game through 4 innings or 5 innings, 4 or 5 innings, something like that. He had a no-hitter through 6. And they finally had a few cracks in the 7th inning, but if you pitch 6 no-hit innings, it's really tough to keep them where they're at when you don't have any sort of run support there. So it just felt like a game that they should have been winning by multiple runs and just never got there. And so it's a little bit jarring that they lose 5-0.
Yeah, part of it for me was that I wasn't able to take in the spectacle of how well Zach Gallen was pitching in a do-or-die World Series game. He had a no-hitter going into the 6th, and all I was thinking about was 0 for 7, 0 for 8, 0 for 9, 0 for 10, the runners in scoring position chances. And small ball got the D-backs here to a certain extent. Yes, there were games where power and their homers ultimately won them a series or a game or what have you, but small ball was really the theme of their victories as of late in the postseason. You got to have timely hitting, Alex. They had a lot of timely hitting at points in the NLCS. They had a lot of timely hitting in that game, too. It was like I told Dave Bernstein, I'm going to boo the next time someone walks or singles. Where's an extra base hit? I just need someone to double or homer or something. And here we are. They're just continuing to produce offensively, but then get nothing going. Alex, if I had to rank to you the points in this game that hurt me the most, it would take me a while to get there. But for it to fall apart the way that... So what I was saying in the 8th was when Alek Thomas was up, I was like, just get a hit so Ketel can get to the plate, because you want it to end with Corbin and Ketel having a chance to turn the tide in a 1-run game. Never got to see that.
Yeah, they set it up okay. You're right, the Alek Thomas hit kind of like, okay, so at least they're going to have Perdomo, Carroll, Marte, and then Moreno if you get there. Against Jose Leclerc, that's what you want. Just doesn't work out. The top of the 9th inning was brutal. Paul Sewald, who had been so good for them all postseason long, game 1 doesn't go his way, and then now game 5 doesn't go his way. Alek Thomas making a defensive mistake. How often do we see that? And at that point, just 5-0. It's that's pretty much it. So yeah, but you're right. This game was won and lost by the missed opportunities early. It's tough that they didn't really give themselves a chance at the end to come back in that 9th inning. But, man, they had so many opportunities early in this game that if they just didn't get anything done there, it just felt like the hammer was going to come down at some point, and eventually it did.
And the baseball gods were just mean when they had arguably the best defensive player we've seen in franchise history boot a ball on the ground in center field and have it go to the wall. It just didn't... That was the point where I was like, come on. This is just mean. This is just cruel what's happening right now.
It's back-to-back games, Christian Walker last game and Alek Thomas this game. Alek Thomas is in his 2nd season, so best defender in franchise history is I think he's got a couple of more seasons to get there, but yes, he's been tremendous this year.
In terms of like the apex we've seen out of a defender, I don't think we've ever seen anyone this good. I'll say arguably, just to put it up there. But in terms of the apex we've seen, I don't know if we've seen it, but that's the way the breaks go. And guess what? The Rangers are an excellent baseball team. There is nothing that they don't deserve about this. They deserve it wholeheartedly. I guess they deserve the pool defense task force that you can't see that is obstructed by the view now. But yes, there are several security guards making sure, I assume, that no one breaks for the pool. Alex presented an excellent question. If Corey Seager breaks for the pool, are they going to tackle him or something? Like, I kind of want to sit here and just wait until some like kid tries to go for it and what happens from there.
Just break for the pool.
Pull a Cam Cox and just jump in myself and see what happens. I'm not going to do that. Hey, Alex, Dave Byrne said it best. Not going to be able to digest this today. Probably tomorrow. No. Maybe by next week that how incredible of a season this was for the Diamondbacks, but it was just a brutal loss, and we'll see. But talking to Torrey after the game and what he had to say, just this is a huge building block for a team that is just this was year one basically of this era of D-backs baseball in terms of it getting to this point and progressing to a winning team, and for it to reach this place is a really valuable thing we shouldn't just leave off the table and not talk about before we go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what an unbelievable season for them to... I mean, it's not normal for a team that had a season as bad as 2021 to have a season like this so quickly. That's not a normal thing, but they've done it on the backs of, a player development, some savvy trades that got some more younger players in here, like Gabriel Moreno, top end of the rotation that's set and is going to be there next year as well. So yeah, there's an opportunity to continue building here, and maybe you strike gold again with like a Kansas City Royals situation when they lost in 14 and won it in 15. But they also have some work to do as far as keeping this thing together, kind of adding to it and filling up some of these holes. But yeah, I mean, just looking at the season as a whole, it's kind of hard to put it all into words right now just after watching that. But just an incredible group to kind of just proving that just get in and give yourself a fighting chance and anything can happen. And they did it, and they faced, the Brewers, who were a good team, the Dodgers, who were a good team, the Phillies, who were a really good team, and to topple all those, it's an incredible accomplishment. They've only won the pennant twice, so, if there's more than this could be, a potential golden era, but it's easier said than done, so we'll see what they can get done next year.
It's just that you never know when it's going to end, Like, this could be their only chance, and that's what always hurts about losing when you come up short. Just want to shout out to everyone that's still watching at this point. If you are, that means you either got distracted multitasking, and I'm helping you realize this, or you're sticking around to hear what Alex and I had to think throughout the run, and we really do appreciate it. I think you're watching this on ArizonaSports.com, but if you're not, go read Alex's work from tonight. I'll have a sad column that'll make you more sad if that's your cup of tea. If it's not, I don't blame you. Thanks for watching, and check out Sun stuff coming soon, Jeremy. Should I plug that? I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff coming. So much sports stuff. They call it Arizona Sports for a reason. Bye.